that is so good. Like, that is a perfect shot. I've gotten a tremendous amount of spin with these wedges. I'm obsessed with them. This is the Odyssey square to square. This is a great putter. I love this club.
The smash factor, 1.5 is the absolute max. You're almost perfect.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we go. What's in the bag 2025. My first what's in the bag as part of Team Callaway. And I'm excited to tell you guys what's going on here. Major change since the past couple months, and I'm absolutely loving these clubs. I'm here at BallenIsles Learning Center. The head fitter, Matt, is gonna come in and help me describe all the technical terms of these clubs. This place is incredible. Literally everything that you guys would want out of a fitting session is in this performance center. So we're gonna break it down for you guys, as well as hit some chips, putts, and really get into why I chose these clubs. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, this bag is the first tour bag that I got from Callaway. It is the British Open Callaway tour bag. It is really, really cool. I don't necessarily use it all the time, but it's really cool to have and show off. All of the attention to detail on this is incredible. Got little birds here. My favorite part is that I think these are called lifeguard buoys, and they're on every zipper. Also, I just recently played Pebble Beach with my grandpa, so we put this on here, and it's a good memory. And then I'm gonna get into everything that's actually in the bag shortly, but we're gonna start with my driver and why I chose this driver. I'm gonna have Matt come in here and give you all the numbers on how I play my driver. Let's go. Okay guys, this is Matt. He is the lead fitter here at BallenIsles Performance Center, and he's going to tell you guys what I can't tell you because I don't know necessarily the good terminology for this, but we did go through the triple diamond driver for me. We tried that out. We tried out another head, right?
Yep, we tried out the Elite X
head as
well.
That one.
Yep, that was good. That was good.
But this is, which head did we land on?
So we landed with the standard Elite driver head.
Yeah. And I thought that from the original, like I usually like the core models the best, and we'll get into why, but I'm gonna hit some drives here and we're gonna break down the numbers on Trackman.
Ooh, that's nice.
That was a good drive, go ahead.
I mean, like if you start looking at some of the numbers there, so that's like 11.5 degrees of launch and 1757 on the spin, which if you were fitting somebody for a driver, that's significantly lower than most people are looking to hit in a window. You know, we'd say 2,500 spin and 12 degrees of launch, but liking to hit that lower, more bullety shot that you're used to, you know, that's just the shot that you like to see. So it's when you're fitting, it's just different.
Yeah.
And that's how we landed on this head, because you know, you tried the triple diamond with more loft. It just, the window was wrong. It was too high. It was too cutty. It's just different.
Exactly.
And you're just, this shot right there, that nice little baby cut right there down the middle. It's perfect.
That's what I play. And a big thing that I've learned after, you know, having so many fitting lessons and trying all these different clubs is it really matters what you like to hit, and then you need to like build off of that. Because trying to get me into the ideal head for my swing speed may not be good for what I like to play off the tee.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's like a low, little, barely light cut. And yeah, I carry it pretty short, but I roll out most of the distance. And that's the thing, like with the triple diamond, I loved the accuracy, but the problem was for me, it carried really far, carried like 220. For me, that's pretty long, but it just stayed there. And recently I've been saying I feel like my club head speed has gone down just because I haven't been in the gym as much. And the carry obviously is pretty short because of that. I've been working more on technical on the golf course rather than speed, so that's definitely something I need to work on and get quicker at the ball. But that was a good swing. Dead straight. Again, a little bit further carry, a little bit higher, but the total's good. Like that total spot is really good for me.
Yeah, right there. The smash factor. 1.5 is the max.
What is the smash? I don't understand these numbers.
Smash factor is the ratio of ball speed to club speed. So when you're hitting driver, 1.5 is the absolute max, assuming your driver is legal.
Right.
It's just the ratio of ball speed to club speed, and it's how efficient your driver is performing for you.
And so what's like perfect?
Perfect, 1.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're almost perfect. And it's hard to achieve. I mean, it's gonna be absolute perfect. The ball you're playing matters, like you're going at the absolute max.
Right, got it. Okay, one more drive here. I ripped that one. Hopefully I gained some more speed. This is the thing, like, that was, okay, I gained 1 mile an hour. I hit that as hard as I could. I need to get back in the gym because I just literally hit that as hard as I could and I gained 1 mile an hour. That's crazy.
All right, so Gabby originally was gonna play the triple diamond 10.5 degree head, but coming from her old driver, it's significantly different than her old head. So visually, and just the numbers were just not what she was liking, the way it looked, everything about it. So we moved out of that one pretty quickly. We tried the standard elite head where we settled. We tried the more draw bias elite X head, which was going just a little too far left.
Yeah.
So we ended up dialing in just the 9 degree standard core elite driver head.
This has been the best driver for me. I actually gained a ton of yardage on rollout because I used to be at like maybe carried a little bit further, like 190, and rollout I was like at 230 with my old driver. Now I'm rolling it out 245, which is like perfect for me. That's what I want to play. And again, you have to play to your strengths. That for me, like that fairway finder, low cut is gonna be perfect. And for me, honestly, what's been on me recently is that I just haven't been in the gym. I've been running a lot, but I haven't been in the gym because of all the work that I'm doing and everything. So my club head speed is really low, and it should be at like 90. If I can get it up to 90 in the next month, that carry goes up to 200 and the total goes up to 260. And now this club is even more perfect for me and I'm getting the max out of it. But right now I'm actually hitting it great, so I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so wedges are a little bit interesting. So originally when I went to the Callaway HQ, I was given these Opus wedges, black with this specific special made for me imprints on the clubs. I never got my wedges custom ever. So this was such a nice touch that when I went to the Callaway HQ, the wedges were sitting there and each wedge was a different color with my name on it and all little like stars and music emojis and all these different things. I was touched by that. Okay, so you guys probably know that I love to run, but recently I've been running so much that I forgot to go back into the gym and start lifting weights. So I need a shoe that will do both for me, where I can use it while I'm running and also while I'm lifting weights. I need a pair of shoes that can help me with all of it, not just a specific pair while I'm running. This is the ultimate hybrid shoe. I could hang out with these shoes, walk around, lift weights, and run, and they're super comfortable, and I don't have to change my pair of shoes all day long. These are the brand new Noble Drive Rip Stop shoe. I literally just got early access to wearing these shoes and I am already obsessed. I've been wearing them all day long. I went for a run in them. I was able to lift weights in them and I could just go about my day wearing these shoes because they're so comfortable. Honestly, whenever I'm doing like lunges or lateral movements, these shoes are so supportive that the upper of the shoe feels locked in. Like I'm not gonna fall over, which is kind of annoying with most running shoes. They don't have as much support as these do. Noble is about showing up for yourself no matter what, no gimmicks, no fluff. It's just about putting in the hard work every single day and find what you love to do. For me, it's running and cardio, and finding a shoe that I like to do all that stuff in is awesome. If your workouts are all over the place like mine and you need a shoe that's always gonna show up for you, this Drive Rip Stop shoe is going to be perfect for you. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the link in my description and use my code DRIVE50 to get $50 off your purchase of $125 or more. Go take advantage of it, link in the description. Back to the video. I will say, like, making the jump to Callaway, a big deciding factor for me is like, one, yes, you have to have the best clubs that you feel comfortable in, but two, for me, whenever I partner with a company, it's the people that I'm partnering with. And honestly, at Callaway, I've been treated so well. And the first thing that I literally walked out to the Callaway HQ and every club was in its own little holder and they had it customized for me. Everything was thought out. They had all these different clubs for me, but the people are so nice and they think of everything. So that honestly is a small thing that stood out to me. So this is my 50 degree that I originally got at the fitting. And we had to make one slight adjustment to it, which was that for me, I don't like any hook shots. So if the club is bent this way, more toward the heel, I will feel like when I'm coming through, it kind of feels like a double hit and left, and I feel like I'm hooking it. It's all mental for me, but I don't like the weight being in the heel. So we bent the club, I think 2 degrees down like this, so that it's more toe balanced, and so that when I come through, I feel like I'm almost hitting a cut. And this is the thing with being fitted, like it's different for everybody. That for me is important because I like to hit cuts and I wanna make sure I have no heel biased left shot. So being fit is super important because it's different for everybody. You can't just buy the club off the rack and just play with it because it's different for you. If you like a cut shot, you wanna make sure that you have it toe balanced. And you're probably wondering why the other 2 wedges are different colors. Okay, so these are the brand new Opus SP wedges that have not come out yet, and I was just made aware of that. I did not know that these are unreleased. The rust on the club is actually a good thing. That is the style of the club. It's basically to show that I've had wear and tear on it. It's a good thing. I've broken in the grooves, and that's just kind of the style of the wedge. I love these 2 wedges, again, with the engraving on them. I got 60 degree, I got 54, and then my 50 degree. Bounce on my 60 degree is an 8C, 54 degree is 10S, and 50 degree is 10S, and that's the bounce of the club getting through the ground. So the reason that I have a different 50 degree from the 54 and 60 is because my brother was using my 50 degree out in California, and he lost it on the golf course. So we're gonna get new ones. They're just coming, they're shipping. So I still love that wedge and I'm still playing it. By the way, I also have my wedges toe bent on these 2 as well. So all of my wedges are toe bent like that. So now I'm gonna hit some shots for you. This is a 60 degree. Okay, so the main thing that I did not realize, I did not really have any spin with my old wedges. Ever since I got these new wedges at Callaway, I have gotten a tremendous amount of spin that I never had before. And so I am just obsessed with these wedges. I can now hit shots around the green and have it spin right where I land it, which is something I've always wanted. And I thought it had to do with speed, and I thought it was just like, oh, I'm not a guy, so I'm not gonna get that much spin. But clearly, I was just in the wrong clubs because these are amazing. I've gotten a tremendous amount of spin with these wedges. I'm obsessed with them. When we were at the fitting, I kept just hitting pitch shots with these wedges, and they were like, we gotta go to irons next. I'm like, wait, a couple more shots, because I genuinely love them. Let me go to something that's one of my favorite parts of my bag, other than the clubs, is this brand new Bruce Bolt glove. Now, this is a prototype, gold rim, tan right here, white, it's awesome. I'm gonna show you guys all of my gloves that I have from Bruce Bolt right now. I have a ton put in my bag and literally like 60 more gloves at home. These Bruce Bolt gloves are literally the best gloves I've ever worn in golf, period. I mean, the quality is unmatched. They don't tear. I've worn them for like 2 months now and I have no spots on any of them. The colors are sick. This is honestly one of my favorites. This mint kind of teal color. It's so cool. Again, I don't think it's out yet, but this pink one's out and this blue one is out. What they're doing in golf right now is making a splash because nobody has these colors like this. Nobody has these colorways with this incredible quality. I mean, I've seen gloves that have some nice colors on them, but they always end up peeling on my skin and the quality's not that great. And I have not seen the wear on any of these gloves like I do with a regular glove. I have been hitting so many chip shots per day and there's literally not a spot on this glove. You guys are probably gonna see Brian Bros wearing them and me wearing them. We're both partners with the company and honestly, I'm so passionate about this. I've really found gloves that I actually love. So that's one of the best things in my bag outside of my golf clubs. Guys, I'm telling you, go to the link in the description. These gloves are the best gloves that I've ever played with, and it means so much that the quality is there. Just use the link in the description and go check them out. I mean, I love these wedges. And the rust there, That means I've been actually hitting a lot of shots, and that's a good thing because that's what we want to show is the work that goes into it. If you ever see rusted clubs like that, that's a good sign. All right, guys, so we've got irons and we've got woods next. By the way, these are the Shot Scope rangefinders, and I've also got the Shot Scope X5 watch in my bag, which I'll show you, which tracks all my data. If you want to really get analytical with the numbers, I'll link them in the description. Been a partner of mine for a while, and honestly, it's really good to get all the data for your game and everything. It's simple and easy to use. So this is the X5 Shot Scope watch, and I use this while I'm playing tournaments. And then I can get all of my data on everything, where I hit my tee shots, how far I hit my tee shots, where do I miss it? Do I miss it left? Do I miss it right? It's honestly incredible. If you want to get every data point ever for your game, like, you will literally shave 1 or 2 strokes off just by using this for 1 round. The first tournament I ever played with Shot Scope, I literally went in the first day of the tournament, wore the Shot Scope watch, tracked all my shots, looked at the data that night, and no joke, I had 70% of my mishit shots were left. And Shot Scope said you'll literally shave 4 strokes off your game if you just start trying to hit it right. And no joke, on my second round, I shot 76 the first day, then I shot 72. Shaved 4 strokes off my game. That's all I did. It is really incredible, and it gets it down perfectly. I'm gonna hit my pitching wedge to start off at that checkered flag. So right now, what I'm using is the Apex Tie Fusion irons. The reason I went with these, and I was gonna play X Forged, which are brand new to the US. I loved hitting them on the range. I realized that I don't have the swing speed to hit that spinny of a club, of an iron. It was like a blade, it was so spinny. I need something that's gonna get me a few extra yards, and that's why this Tie Fusion iron's perfect for me. Another thing that I talked about with my wedges, which is that left feel shot, and I felt like with a lot of my irons, I felt like I was going left because everything was, again, heel balanced, and I think these irons are so great because everything feels really balanced, more toe balance, more of a cut lie. I never used to use an alignment stick, and I heard everybody and all the pros say you have to use an alignment stick every time you go out on the range, but I didn't really listen. Now, I genuinely do not hit the range without the alignment stick and play a lot of my rounds that I'm practicing in with an alignment stick, because the first thing that goes for me, especially when I don't practice, is alignment. It's not my swing, it's not conditioning my swing, it's usually the problem is just alignment, and then that causes a bunch of other problems. And another thing that I do a lot of the time is I put a ball about half a foot behind my ball that I'm actually gonna hit, and it helps me sweep the ball back and get everything tempo, everything aligned. It allows me to pull the club back straight, and so now I know with the alignment stick and with the ball, everything's gonna be straight, so I can rule out the fact that I'm not aimed wrong. That is a perfect shot. You can always rule out the fact that the ball's going straight because I'm aligned perfectly, the club face is coming back straight because of the ball. So now, if there is another issue, you can figure that out right away. I literally go out on the course, especially when I play at night, and I literally use this alignment stick for every shot. Chips, tee shots, approach shots, even putts, and I always put the alignment stick down. And when I'm hitting, I use that ball as well. It just keeps everything straight. And it's never gonna be that offline because everything's aimed straight. I mean, that is a perfect shot. You're always gonna know that everything's straight with an alignment stick and this ball. And if there is something wrong with your swing, at least you can rule out the fact that everything's aimed straight and you're forcing your brain to have your feet aimed straight, your club face aimed straight. Now I just have to force myself to swing through, which is usually my problem. But as long as I know everything's good and correct, I can swing at it. I mean, it's really easy if you just get an alignment stick. Okay, so I have 60 degree, 54 degree, 50 degree, pitching wedge 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 iron, and I used to not have a 6 iron. Recently, I put the 6 iron back in the bag, and literally this week, I've been trying out the difference between my 11 wood and my 6 iron, which go the same distance. For me, I have a few more tweaks that I need to get perfect on the 11 wood in order for me to use it in tournaments. So right now I am using 6 iron in tournaments. I have all the clubs in the bag just for the purpose of showing you guys, but I would normally use the 6 iron as of right now. I may go back into the 11 wood. I'm just tweaking a few things on lie angle. But for my woods, I don't have a 5 iron. I have a 9 wood instead of a 5 iron. and it is a saving grace. It goes so high, it lands so soft, and it's super accurate. So I've got a 9 wood, then I've got a 7 wood, which is 21 degrees, which replaces my 4 hybrid, or a 4 iron for some people. And then I've got my 5 wood, which is honestly an incredible club as well, 18 degrees. And then I've got my 3 wood. So I've got a lot of woods in here. My 3 wood is right here under this BallenIsles head cover, so I can differentiate. This has got 16.5 degrees. I didn't go with 15 degrees or 16 degrees because I needed some more loft for my 3 wood, just to get it up there a little bit easier. The thing that I love about my woods is the height. So that's what I needed to make sure I had with my woods. So as of right now in a tournament, if I'm playing, I've got a 9 wood through a 3 wood for my woods. Got a 7 wood here. Again, still rolling the ball back because you can do that with every shot. That is so good. Wow. I am obsessed with these clubs. I am determined to be the person to bring 7, 9, and 11 woods back into people's bags because it is so important. I tell you, it's a lifesaver. I will always give credit to Johnny Damon, who actually introduced me to basically having woods all throughout his irons. He doesn't have any 7 iron, 6 iron, or 5 iron. He just goes all the way through woods. And I hit one of his woods, and it was a game changer for me. I was like, I need to get an 11 wood and a 7 wood and a 9 wood. If it's good enough for a World Series champion, it's good enough for me. Like, that was a mishit, and it's like maybe 15 feet right. It's still on the green. 9 wood for me is gonna go around 165 to 170. That would be my 5 iron. 7 wood would go 180, 185. That would be like a 4 hybrid or a 4 iron for some people. And then 5 wood, I've got at like 190, 195 landing, carry. And then I've got 3 wood that carries like 200. And it rolls out to like 215. But again, I'm only using 3 wood if I need to get on a green for par 5. Like, I'm not using that approach shots into greens other than a par 5. That is so good, man. They're my favorite clubs. They're just the best. It's all I could say. Get yourself a 7 wood, 9 wood, and 11 wood. You won't know what to do with yourself. It's perfect. On to putting and the ball that I'm playing. So right now, I am playing the Chrome Tour Triple Diamond. Johnny Thompson, my club fitter at Callaway, he saw my numbers and he was like, you need to get in the Triple Diamond ball. Trust me, just try it once. Tried it, and I didn't even need to try any other ball. It's perfect for me. Get some rollout on the drives, which I need because I hit my driver so low, and around the greens it spins, which is really nice. So I love my Triple Diamond balls. These are the golf balls that I'm playing right now, and I love them. Now, for the putter, we have an interesting choice. This is the Odyssey square to square putter. The shaft is literally in the center of the face, which I love. And I always told the fitter that I was really struggling with putting. And it's because I didn't like putters that had an arc. I don't want an arc putter. It's not how I putt. I was not taught to putt that way. I want it to be simple. I want it to be straight. And so I had to go with this square to square putter with the shaft in the center because it keeps everything straight and I don't have to arc the stroke. It can just be straight and straight. I also have a ton of shaft lean on my putting stroke, which I like. Again, I would never be able to open and close with that. So that's why this putter is perfect for me. And then also, right now, I've got the left hand low grip, which I've had for since I was like 10 years old. And then recently I went back to right hand low. Now I'm back at left hand low. So here we go. Got my alignment stick, which I don't putt without. It's so essential. If I'm going with a straight back, straight through putting stroke, no arc, I need an alignment stick to keep everything just straight. Ooh, this is a great putter. I'm so happy because I went from putting just atrociously, and like everybody knew that my putting was just not, it was the weakness of my game. My ball striking was so perfect and my putter, not good. Now, I love this club, love it. I'm gonna go through what's actually in my bag, which is all my little quirky stuff that I've got in there. But honestly, it's so important to get fit because everybody's got something in their game that's different, unorthodox, and just kind of like suits their game. Like look at Sky Scheffler, he shuffles in his swing. Everybody's got something, and for me, it's like shaft lean on my putter, low drives that roll out a ton. That's just how I've always played, and I love it. and it suits my game. So go get fit and go get the actual things that work for you and stay with the comfort. Don't let anybody force you into clubs that you don't necessarily want to hit. I think it's all about comfort. And then for me right now, biggest thing is swing speed, and that's what I'm working on. So that's important for me, and I'm gonna have to keep going with that. So in my bag right here, I've got this JBL speaker, because for me, everybody knows that I'm obsessed with music, and I always have to have a speaker on my bag. I usually have like 3 in my bag at a time. Right now I just have this one, and I've got the Shot Scope rangefinder. Now on this side pocket, I've got this like little bag that my mom made up for me that I take everywhere, and I always put it in the side pocket of my golf bag. Bring it to tournaments, bring it to shoots. It's got all of the most important stuff in here. So wet ones. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so I need to keep clean. We've got Band-Aids just in case, which I've actually never had to use, which is good. I've got hand sanitizer. There's gonna be a lot of cleaning products in here. This is like the Touch hand sanitizer I just got in my face. Sunscreen, which I don't usually use, which is bad. This Road lip gloss, which is perfect. And then there's a lot of lip glosses in here, actually. This is something I got at the airport in LA, which is honestly terrible, but I just keep it just in case. Guys, I don't wear makeup. It's just not for me. I don't like the texture. I'm in the heat all day long, and my skin is so important to me. The reason I've always had clear skin my whole life is because I sweat and I can't have makeup on my face, otherwise it would make me break out. So I don't wear makeup, but I do wear lip gloss. So there's a lot of lip gloss on here. We've got other sunscreen that has never been opened. This is another lip gloss that I got about 4 years ago from Khloe Kardashian. And then this is Kylie Jenner's lip gloss, which I got a while ago. This is actually the same color as my lips. It's actually incredible. Does it not look exactly the same? Maybe it's a little bit darker, but I think it's honestly because I've gotten so sunburnt on my lips the past couple of years. When I originally bought it, it was the same color. This right here is Tylenol in case I get some pain or an injury. And then a bunch of hair ties and headbands in case of emergency. This is like my little emergency pack that my mom keeps, and she always stocks up with stuff that I need, except for this thing, which honestly, I don't know why. I got it because my lips were dry and I never used it again. So that's in my little pouch, which she always puts in there. And then also got off because I hate bugs. It's so important because in tournaments, we play some courses here in South Florida that it's usually really buggy out, and the grass has just been mowed and there's so many bugs, and it's usually near like a nature preserve. So I need to have off while I'm playing a tournament because bugs will go right around my face and it's horrible. Then we've got my stack of Bruce Bolt gloves. Again, guys, the link in the description. I promise you they're the best gloves you'll ever wear. And then more Bruce Bolt gloves. And then I've got my Shot Scope watch for tournaments. And I've got these brand new Happy Gilmore golf balls. Although I'm not playing them in tournaments, I was letting my brother and his friends use them because they're pretty sick. They're just not the triple diamond balls, so I won't be practicing with them, but they're kind of cool to keep in my bag. Then over here, we've got my 2 sunglasses. These are both prescription because I can't see without them, and somehow I still play without them. I don't know why. Other gloves, just in case. I was losing gloves so much before I was partnered with Bruce Bolt, and I just told him, I was like, can I just have a bunch of them because I need to make sure that I always have them on standby. And then this towel, which I got here from BallenIsles, as well as this head cover, which is pretty sick. And honestly, that's it. That's everything that's in my bag. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. All the links will be in the description. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.